The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of our Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah, I started from PBS Kids. What you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video. So, funny. I completely forgot about this until one day I was just like scrolling on my phone and I saw like the little ringleader that was in charge of all of this, and I was like, "Who? God, not you again." Hey, hello, how are you guys doing? There's no need for me to do the introduction today because today's video is just going to be a bit of a story time. This is one of those things that I'm like, you know what? I look back on this situation and I laugh a bit because is it funny? I don't know. It might be funny to y'all. I hope you get a good laugh out of watching this. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna title this yet, but there was something that happened years back. It was a long time ago, and I kind of want to reflect a little bit now on that, and enough time has passed for people not to know anybody that was involved with it. I'm not even going to say the name of the series. If one of y'all guess it in the comment section, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna correct you. But I don't want nobody to send hate to anybody. Like, if y'all figure it out, it's whatever. But basically, there was a situation that happened when I was 19 years old, when these actors on this TV show, they saw my review that I had posted about the series, and they were not happy with what I had to say. So I do want to hold myself accountable first before I go into like anything that they did, because I do have to own up to the fact that there were some things that I did here that were an issue. First of all, I just want to say I was 19. I was not I shouldn't have been critiquing media, okay? It was not a good review. I could have done much better with it. I actually did have a written up review for this that was much better, but the video review was just not good. I will go ahead and say that there are just certain elements in there that I just should have left out, and there are other things in there that I could have went into more detail about and talked about a bit better. So overall, my review was not fairly strong. But also at the same time, what these people did, they just blew it out of proportion, and it just made like a situation of something that was like nothing. Because at the time, barely anybody like saw my review, and a lot of people even said that they didn't even know what this show was until like I made the video. And also, I just want to go ahead and say that the show made like no noise. As I remember, not that many people were talking about it, and I was like out with my friends, and we had like watched the show, and a lot of us didn't like it. A lot of us thought it was like trash, and I was like, you know what, I think I just want to post a little review on my channel and just talk about it to see if anybody felt the same way. So yeah, like I said, I own up to the fact that that video just could have been much better. It could have just been much better. It wasn't done well, and also I was just like, I had a really bad fucking attitude in that video too. I was just doing the most. I was kind of like over the top. And yeah, I feel like I should have calmed down with that review. So that's that right there. Now here, let's get into the situation with this. Mind you, it was kind of like, it made me a bit unsettled because mind you that this did not happen until a while after I posted my review. So the show came out, like I said, it didn't really make that much noise. Not that many people really was watching it, and there were a lot of like good reviews out here for the series, and critics were praising it and all that, but like overall a lot of people just wasn't really watching it. Mind you that it was out, it wasn't really accessible to a lot of people because a lot of people didn't necessarily have the streaming service that it came out on, but later on it ended up becoming more accessible for later people, and a lot of people just didn't really watch the series, so a lot of people didn't really know much of it. So one day I just uploaded a video, didn't think nothing of it. I got a few comments from people talking about, yeah, I agree, it wasn't all that great. Yeah, and then mind you, in that video I also did praise some of the show. I did mention what I did like about it. I cannot tell you guys what I praised in the series, because if I did, you'll figure out what it is. No. You'll figure out what it is. Like I said, if one of y'all guess what it is in the comment section, I'm not gonna correct you. So moving forward, that one day I just be chilling. I literally had work this week, but I had school, I went to class, and I was just taking care of things and whatever. And then mind you, like, I started getting like a lot of notifications. Girl, get it together. I started getting like a lot of notifications on my phone. So I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are people sending me? And it was just kind of like a lot of like messages from like people like, you wrong as fuck for this, you upset the actors, you this and that and the third. And I was like, huh? Excuse me? And then I see that I have like some message requests from like some verified accounts. And I look at like the verified account because I didn't look at it. It was because they added me on their stories. And then I see a whole bunch of people was like watching like my story too. And I was like, why are the views on my story going up? What the fuck is going on? So I look and I was like, is that old dude? Old dude? Is that him from the show? Mind you, I had not thought about that dude since I uploaded that video. I didn't think nothing of him. I didn't care about him. I just uploaded that shit and it was just whatever. I didn't care. I was done. So mind you, I just click on this story and mind you, I watched the Instagram story because I'm just like, okay, people keep adding me. People are just like, what is this? So I watched the Instagram story and I just see me, like they pulled up my video on their screen, like on the TV screen. And mind you, I need to tell you what happened before this, so we're gonna come back to that. Put a pin on that. They were basically like gloating on and talking about how everyone likes their show and their show is so amazing and this and that and the third and yada 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 yada. Like, yeah, everyone likes our show. We're the shit. This and that and the third. That's literally just what they was doing. So they were like, yeah, we have not one bad review of our series. So then they went looking for like a bad review. They went looking for a bad review and they ended up finding my review of the series where I basically called it fucking trash because that's what I thought it was. But I could have went about it better, remember? Like I said, the written article about it was much better. I will go ahead and say the written article, the written piece was better. The video, no. But I low-key feel like they may have found the video through the article that I wrote. I'm not going to say what the article is because y'all gonna know. So mind you, they just, like I said, these two, and then it was another little menace that was in on it too because he got caught looking on my Instagram story. So it was these three, but like these main two that were like in the room together, specifically like watching my video. And then you have me just on the screen, just me talking my shit, and here they are just over here clowning me and like being like extremely fucking nasty, and they're just being so rude. Like they're just like, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Okay, but like, are you booking any jobs? Are you this and that and the third? And I was like, hold on, like, hold on, y'all are way older than me. Hold up, calm down. But it's one thing in particular, like they kept trying to get me to argue with them. Like they just kept trying to get me to argue with them. They kept like atting me and they was just talking to me and all that. And I was just like, mind you, I didn't want to entertain them for the most part, but I was really like fucking annoyed. And like I just constantly had people like, you was wrong for saying this about the series and this and that and the third. But then also I did catch on that there were some people that were like, y'all was wrong for that. Like there were actually people that were telling them, y'all are wrong as fuck. Why are y'all doing that to this literal person? Why are you doing this to her? Like she just posted her review. And mind you, at the fact that they had way more followers than me. I don't even remember what my count was then, but it wasn't big. It was nothing like how it is now, and now it's still not even really big. But people were like, why are you literally bullying like this smaller creator? Like you guys are just picking on her at this point. And they like were atting me and like were trying to get like a reaction out of me, and it was borderline harassment because I was getting really frustrated, and then their fans was over here bothering me too and wouldn't leave me alone for like 2 fucking days. And I was just really stressed out with the entire situation. I was mad, and I did end up making like a response video that, you know, don't it's done. Like I said, I ended up making a response video for it, and a lot of people were talking about how we understand like you had your critiques of the series, but that personally wasn't their thing to do. That wasn't their place to do that, to go out and look for a review of their series. We need to bring back media training. What happened to PR? Because PR could have avoided this. PR most definitely could have avoided this. This was some Thomas Ashbrook, Sam Levinson shit that was done right here. Because why are you actively just going out looking for a negative review of the show that you're on? Don't y'all have jobs? Like, y'all show was about to start filming y'all second season too, and I know y'all had like training and all that other stuff to go on. And then from the looks of what y'all used to post on social media, y'all used to work on other stuff too outside of acting. So why weren't y'all busy doing that? Like, clear that up. Houseway. How? Like, clear that up for me. So that is just how that went down. I posted my little response video just kind of like addressing the situation, and people were just basically like, hey, they shouldn't have done that. It was wrong on their end, and it just was a bit unsettling for me because one of the people that at the time of when this happened, the dude was 30, and that was the guy that I had recently saw like on like my phone when I was just scrolling, and I like legit jumped scared because I got scared all over again when I saw his face. I ain't heard from this person in years, but it's just so many people online really like this person, and they like, oh my god, he's so funny, he's so this and the third. But I don't really care for him. I can't necessarily appreciate like anything he's ever done, because I was like, you were like 30 years old and you was acting like that. I don't know if he be booking jobs or not. I don't know. I don't keep up with him. I don't care. The other dude, I don't know. I don't even remember the other two people's names. That's how much I just didn't care. I don't know. I haven't seen them in anything. I did look up their IMDb's to see if they were on. They still working. Stuff I'm not watching, but kudos to them. I don't necessarily wish bad on nobody in this situation, because it was just petty drama. It honestly most definitely could have been avoided. And even if they were actively out here looking for negative reviews of their show and just wanted to talk shit, that's just something that I personally think that should have just been kept off camera, and that should have just been the two of them going back and forth. There was no need to bring one of your other little friends into the situation. There was no need for you to basically have your little nasty ass followers harassing me after that. It was just a situation of just like, yeah. And I understand the entire thing about people being like protective of their work and whatnot, and the things that they make and the things that they create. But when it comes to like reviews of the television shows, oftentimes, not even just reviews, because I know this is like a big thing when it comes to book reviews. When it comes to that review is just also kind of for like the audience and not you. Like, that's just kind of how I was feeling. I was just making a video because I was like, hey, if anybody's interested in watching this show, this is just personally how I felt about it, because that's just what I do. I'm a YouTuber, I'm a blogger, I do a lot of things on my own, and I do create things out like side of YouTube. Because I literally have like 2 new books coming out this year. Like, I get that. I understand that aspect of being protective over like your craft, but also at the same time, it's just like not everything needs a response. Not everything needs to be like blasted to the public. If y'all had a problem with like some of the things that I was saying, they most definitely could have just messaged me privately, and we could have had that conversation there. There was no reason, because it's like they were atting me and they were like trying to get a response from me. But I was like, if you just message me, we could have just had a little conversation right there. There was no reason for you to at me on your story, and then it literally led to all your fans like bothering me for a few days. So it was annoying. It was weird. I was really stressed out about the situation. It was just kind of hard for me to concentrate on my health and what I had going on, because I was already dealing with a lot at that time period with like my anxiety, and that didn't make it any better. But the past is the past, and what I have learned from the situation is that you've gotten much better when it comes to, you know, keeping a lot of your opinions to yourself. But also, I have gotten a lot better when it comes to just analyzing media. Like I said, I was 19. I should not have been doing that, because I look back at so much of the shit I did, and I was like, "Ooh, that was trash. That was straight doo-doo." But thank you guys so much for watching. Just wanted to upload like a cute little story time. Was it a cute little story time? It was. This entire situation was not cute. It was ugly. It stank. It stank. But I thought it would have been really interesting for you guys to watch, because y'all like my story time. Y'all want more story times, because I enjoy making them and they're fairly easy for me to upload. As this summer has been, it's been a summer, okay, and I've been going through it. So that's why a lot of the content that I just kind of been uploading has just been like me talking about whatever kind of like crosses my mind. But little shameless plug, follow me on Instagram. I've been posting like more arts and stuff like there. My comic is out, not out, it's still like being updated or whatever. The comic dub will be coming at the end of July. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Don't forget to check out my other videos because YouTube get on my damn nerves. YouTube do not be notifying y'all when I be uploading. So if you get notified for this video, just check to see if there's other videos there. Cause somebody be like, where your other stuff? And I'm like, y'all, it have been posted. YouTube just not telling y'all. But that's pretty much all I gotta say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and have a good day, night, or whatever the time of day you're watching. I appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.